What TV show was amazing at first but became unwatchable for you later on? House of Cards. The Blacklist was good in the start, but they took 5 seasons to go anywhere. The Walking Dead. It started off as a great show and then just became a rinse and repeat of oh there are another group of human survivors. We'll clash and then kill each other. Heroes. Riverdale. Season 1 was a genuinely okay teen drama. Then it all went downhill. Still can't stop watching the madness though. Once Upon a Time. The last season was awful. Shameless. Weeds. Once they left the first suburb. Can't remember the name. It just became about who Nancy would fuck to get them out of a bad situation. The Promised Neverland! Exclamation mark. Why ruin such a beautiful story that was epic as a manga? Exclamation mark. Dexter. Series 1 to 4 were amazing. Very hit and miss after that with a downright fucking terrible finale. Scandal. After a few seasons you'd wish Olivia would kick Fitz to the curb and move on already. Any of the CSIs. Once you get into about 3/4 seasons of them you start realizing how ridiculous some of these cases are. Game of Thrones. Everyone hates Season 8. And with good reason. But honestly, the show's quality began to drop at Season 6. The Flash. It peaked in Season 2 and quickly nosedived. Vikings. After Ragnar died it wasn't the same. No matter how many characters they tried to replace him with. The 100. Really compelling first season. Then it just got stupid. Pretty Little Liars. True Blood. By Season 3 it was garbage. But guess who watched it all? Grey's Anatomy. Prison Break. Glee, because for a while everything seemed okay but everything got too toxic and confusing after a while, which made me stop watching. House. Loved it for the first several seasons. Then they started the whole story arc with the cop investigating and it stopped being the same show. Suits. Westworld. Designated Survivor. Holy moly. First season was amazing and everything else was glossy dog turd. Game of Thrones. The last season was a shit show. Sons of Anarchy. The Walking Dead. Once Upon a Time. How I Met Your Mother. Westworld, especially Season 2. How I Met Your Mother. Started great but then couldn't keep up with its own nonsense. Lost. Watching the first 3 or so seasons on TV was great but the longer it went on the worse it got. I haven't watched any of it since that time and I doubt I ever would. Homeland. First 2 seasons were must-see TV. And then it went downhill starting with Season 3. I gave up entirely halfway through Season 5. 2.5 Men. Stranger Things. Got midway through season 2 and then lost interest. Anything by J.J. Abrams. They always started strong but then he left after a couple of seasons to start a new project and they went to hell. Alias. Lost. The Simpsons. Glee. Another example of a show starting off so well, only to decline over the years. I never finished watching the final season. Orange is the New Black and True Blood. True Detective and Black Mirror. This Is Us. American Horror Story. Magnum P.I. Yes, I am old. La Casa de Papel. Supernatural. The Promised Neverland. Man in the High Castle. I'm still angry about it. Elementary. Lost. The Walking Dead. Queer as Folk. The first 2 seasons were fine, but I hated the way they kept pushing the abusive relationship between Brian and Justin. Gail Harold was hot though. The BBC Sherlock. Without H-Bomberguy's video I may not have fully realized a lot of the things that were bugging me about it. Suits. Northern Exposure was groundbreaking and clever. Full of heart. As with all shows, it came to suck before it was cancelled. The Simpsons. The term "Flanderized" basically describes the entire series that it originated from now. Could it be anything other but Game of Thrones? The Office should have ended the moment Michael left. Westworld. Glee. The first season was a hilarious satire of stupid teen dramas. Then it became a stupid teen drama. Firefly. Watched the first season, but Prison Break and Vikings after season 4. Arrested Development. The Walking Dead. Halfway through it just kind of forgot that it had zombies in it and just became this weird, basically political commentary. Big Bang Theory. Dexter. New Girl. Was fairly funny the first time around, now I hate 'em all. The Walking Dead. House. Family Guy after it came back from cancellation. The Walking Dead. I'm still salty about Lost, even though that all happened ages ago. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.